Ryan Garcia says first let him handle business with Javier Fortuna. Then he's going to beat Gervonta Tank Davis's ASS. Roll the clip.
I expect that something great will happen in this arena because there's been great moments in this arena. So you guys should expect that. And then after, we're going to go after Tank. I'm going to go beat his ass, and I promise you that.
How bad do you want to fight Tank? This is from the crowd here, Ryan.
Oh, obviously I don't want to look past Fortuna too much. But, yeah, that's all I want. That's all I see. I don't care about nobody else right now. The fans want it. I'm sure of that. And I want it. And he was screaming at me all last fight, I'm next. So be a man of your word. Let it be next. And I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nobody else's name. I don't care about that. I care about Gervonta Davis. Bring it on. That's what I want.
You just heard what Ryan had to say. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Come in, smash the like button. Now you heard the clip. This was Ryan Garcia promoting his fight with Javier Fortuna, which is coming. Now, just a quick backstory. Ryan Garcia was already supposed to fight Javier Fortuna literally about a year ago. I think it was July to be exact, July 2021. Ryan announced the fight. They had a flyer for it. And about a week and a half later, they said Ryan is pulling out of the fight. And he had this long sob story on his social media. And he said he could not continue for he had so much anxiety and too much on his plate to worry about boxing. This was a bad look for Ryan Garcia to just go out like that. Never in the history of the sport of boxing do I recall fighters pulling out of fights that were announced a week after, because they had anxiety. If you ask 9 fighters out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, but at least 9 out of 10 fighters, if they had hiccups, if they had trauma, if they had, something that is giving them anxiety. I mean, just the act of fighting someone and someone being in a training camp to hurt you, that could give one anxiety, right? You got someone who's literally trying to step in that ring and hurt you and beat you and embarrass you, right? Girl problems, fighters, a lot of fighters I know, they practice abstinence and they don't have sex with their partners. You got people who go to these places like Big Bear, or training camp has to be away from distractions, so they'll leave their city and their families in another city so they can't see their kids. They got to FaceTime their kids, et cetera, et cetera. So most fighters will tell you that they've had anxiety, right? Buster Douglas, his mom passed away about 2 weeks prior to him upsetting the world in one of the most historic boxing upsets in boxing history. And of course, that was Mike Tyson in Tokyo. So I think this is pretty standard. But Ryan, he's young, he's his own person. So how he chose to deal with the Javier Fortuna fight was to pull out. And now he's fighting him after, and only after, Joseph Diaz Jr. had beat him. So to me, it's an all right fight. It would have been better if it would have happened last year when it was intended to happen, when Javier Fortuna was considered a boogeyman. Now, I wanted to talk about this. You guys heard the clip. He said he's going to beat Tank up. I just feel like at this point, people are growing very tired of hearing Ryan Garcia's promises. You know what I'm saying? It's like the 3LW song. I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. Chilling at the club with your baby mama. Right? We getting a little tired of your broken promises. And it's really because Ryan, he just continues to talk, and it's like the same thing that's built him. Social media, the internet, is the same thing that's hurting him. It's like the saying goes, same things that make you laugh make you cry. And it's like the same thing that make Ryan relevant or possibly gave him endorsement deals and made him some money are also the same reason. Like, life deserves balance, and if you don't balance things out, then it could become too much. Like, it's not bad to season food, but you don't want to over season food, right? You don't want your sodium and cholesterol levels crazy because you put in too much seasoning. If you made a steak and you put way too much salt and it's just salty, no one's going to want that. It's not going to, even if you cook it on high heat, it's not going to get rid of all the saltiness, you know, and the salty taste. So I think, and I believe, and I practice this, life needs balance and everything in moderation. And Ryan doesn't really have that. It's like he, at the moment, it's just all systems go. Whenever there's a fight announcement, whenever there's something he has to say, he just takes to social media. And it would be good to see him and his team work behind the scenes to get stuff done. And because other than that, it just looks like clout chasing. Oscar De La Hoya, he's saying Al Heyman's blocking the fight and we offered Tank a deal 50-50. Now, you guys seen in the title, ironically enough, Teofimo Lopez as well as Ryan Garcia have both claimed that they were the A side over Gervonta Davis. But ironically enough, Teo, DAZN, Ryan Garcia, DAZN, where they both like, or even Top Rank, ESPN, they can't have a Teo show without mentioning Tank, especially Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, like, he's fighting Javier Fortuna. And to me, I think Ryan Garcia is putting himself in danger if he don't hurry up and fight Tank, because he could mess around and get upset or at least look exposed versus someone else, because you can't overlook the guy that's in front of you. Even though Javier Fortuna, like I said, I would have preferred the fight last year. Maybe he still has something in the tank. I don't know, because he got, you know, beat pretty decisively by Joseph Jojo Diaz. But nonetheless, you don't want to look past any opponent. And every Ryan fight, they keep talking about Tank. And it just goes to show you that who's the real A side? It has to be Tank. It has to be Tank, because at the end of the day, if Tank was the B side, as Teofimo and Ryan have claimed, then how come Tank can promote a fight with Rolly, promote a fight with Eastside Pitbull Cruz, promote a fight with Leo Santa Cruz, promote a fight with Mario Barrios, right? And so on and so forth. And Tank doesn't even mention Ryan Garcia. He, in the whole build up to the Rolly fight, he didn't mention him. Now, I believe he did say something, "You're next," but that was because Ryan pulled up to the fight and he seen Ryan Garcia and he had just knocked out Rolly. So that's different. I'm talking about everyone was watching and tapped in with the Rolly promotion. And in the promotion, fight week and before that, All Access, they weren't just talking about Ryan Garcia. The things, Rolly was saying crazy stuff. Tank was making his own promises and saying he a dumb ASS fighter and pushing Rolly off the stage. That's what made it exciting. They didn't have to keep talking about Ryan Garcia. But Golden Boy, Ryan Garcia, it's like Ryan can't have any fight. And it's such a lazy, cathartic way to promote boxing. When you have Ryan fighting Javier Fortuna and you keep talking about Ryan and the next guy, that's not on the menu. You know, imagine if you went to a restaurant and they kept telling you about filet mignon and steak and lobster, surf and turf, but they didn't offer surf and turf. They didn't have steak. They only have Hot Pockets. So it's like nobody wants to go to the Hot Pocket restaurant, you know, and they have only microwavable foods, Hungry Man's and Hot Pockets and things like that. And they keep telling you about dishes and meals they don't have. But that's what you're seeing, and I liken that to clout chasing, right? If you're gonna fight Tank, but talk about it when the fight is already at least negotiated or made, because there's still obstacles, especially with Oscar De La Hoya saying that Al Heyman's blocking the fight and this and that. So there's no guarantee. I don't even think Golden Boy wants Ryan. Ryan could want the fight. You know, he's a fighter, so I'll give him that. He might really want the fight, but I don't think Golden Boy does. So it's just, you just using this man's name while claiming to be bigger than him. Doesn't really add up. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I drop boxing every day. Boxing news, live streams, watch parties, the BWP. It's a good time. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the best in the business, but you already know that. Hit the like button, share the video, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.